Or if the... Oh, okay. If the Wi-Fi is evil to me today, I'm gonna ban one of you. I'm kidding. I don't want to do that. But my stuff is loading and it's taking a while. And I'm taking that as a really bad sign, so I'm a little nervous. Okay, I think it's all set up. Oh my god, hi Prototype, hi Corey, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I think I got rid of everything. I thought it's in We're drawing Mojang, guys! We're I feel like that's oddly fitting. That's I hope you guys are doing alright. Okay. I think I got rid of the unimportant files that I needed. So, some of you guys might know I made a drawing. That was like a mahjong drawing of the mafialings playing mahjong. That is officially now a year old. I have improved a lot since then. May or may not be playing Minecraft right now. Ooh. I see why you got it mixed up. I haven't played since like the cushion update, which is really new, but I've seen so many people make so many things with it. Like, wow. Okay. I think everything's set up. So, for those of you who might have not seen it before, you know what? I lied. Not everything was set up. I forgot my I forgot my little gubby. My PNG. My life source. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Okay. So, I made this officially now a year ago. I thought this was like my longest project yet. Keep that in mind, okay? A year ago, I made this, not intending to make a background. I made a background and I used perspective grid. And I thought, this is the best I could do yet. Clearly, it's been a year and I have improved. I'm really excited. I'm genuinely really excited, okay? I'm making another angst, but I'm suffering from background instead. We're both gonna suffer artistically. Bonding experience! Oh, the pain of backgrounds. I don't know how people do background, like, I don't know how people become background artists. I admire that. Also, we're gonna be listening to Miyashitayu's album because it released 4 days ago, and yeah. Yeah. Let me make it a little louder just for myself. Okay, I don't think... I think I'm gonna just start thumbnailing. I think I'm gonna keep it relatively the same, like same positions. The only difference is maybe I'll have it more interesting, you know? A little more dynamic. So I'm setting myself up here. So I want to just do like a little thumbnail. Just to make sure, like, you know. Especially because, like, the background. Keep in mind, chat, I actually never intended to put a background on this. I only added a background because when I finished the main guys, I was like, wait a minute, it feels like it's missing something. So yeah. I think I might keep it relatively the same, like the background. Keep that the same, because I do like that. I might make the curtains look more thin, and because this looks like a very thick fabric, right? So I want to make that thinner for sure. And I might keep this. I might make this look a little fancier, like this little table that they have here. And then we'll put other stuff. But yeah, I want to... We'll see how we do it. But I want to really just fix the window, maybe make this a little nicer, but I think the background's pretty alright. Now for their motion. Okay, let me... I have that. Let me set this up. I hope you guys know the initial background, not the initial background, sorry. The initial, document was named, like, torture method. If I remember correctly, it's called Torture Method 1. I put that to 45. Why did it not change? Hold on. 45 degrees, that takes us back a little bit. Oh, that's like still pretty, huh. Okay. Let's see how. That was in the middle. I think I didn't move it much from like last time. Because it's gonna look like this. Okay, wait. I forgot this is gonna be a tedious process. Oh boy, I'm a little nervous now. Why is that not? That is not showing through. Hello, there we go. That is so weird. Like, it's not showing through when I'm making lines. I'm trying to, like, mark out a general idea. Because obviously, like, you know, I gotta have a rough sketch. I can't really rough sketch on perspective because I don't know how. Nor do I know how to make the perspective better. I think I might have to widen these out so that the perspective is out of the screen. Because I don't want to, How did I set this up, honestly? I still can't believe you have that big of a stream streak. I remember having, like, a somewhat, like, big stream streak. I was like, oh, I'm so proud. And then I didn't, like, I didn't keep it, like, a few days after. We'll do that. Okay, that changes perspective. We delete this. We redraw this. Hopefully that changes it, because that makes it more flat. And that looks more like the original drawing? The lines are being weird. Hold on. I think that'll work, actually. I think I'm satisfied with that. Now, how do I do the lines? That's what I'm worried about. Because it's doing, like, the snap thing. Oh! Oh, that might actually be more helpful. Ooh, wait, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. Use sensor, show guideline. Huh. I think I understand now. The middle point is right here, right? Yeah. I still find it crazy that I thought like this was gonna be my best work, right? And then like ever since like it's so funny to me to look back because a lot of my stuff, whenever I wanted to improve, it's like I wanted to draw this, so I ended up learning how to be better at it. And that happened a lot with like New Dead because I was like, I want to be able to draw people more affectionate. I want to be able to draw two people being like affectionate and sweet together, so I can draw more romantic things. Then I was like, I want to learn. I learned perspective just for this, by the way. Like I knew the general idea of like perspective, but you know, actually using a grid, I'm like tempted to make this into like a some sort of automatic table. But I was like, I don't know if I should. I don't know. The designs also changed so much since then. Like, okay, wait, chat, look at this. Consigliere still has a scar, but it's on the opposite side. Um, Capo has a little more fuzz to his hair. I think Contract D has relatively stayed the same throughout the, um, like for a while. Like the only difference is the eyes. And then like Soldier, he's changed a lot. He's a lot more distinct as a as a character now. It's so interesting seeing them all change, especially like how I view them too, because a lot of like there's similarities, but there's also like differences. But also, I still don't know how to make tables. I think that should look alright. I do have to remember this is in perspective, so it's gonna feel different. At the very least, I found out you can like use the lines. It still feels weird though. Like part of the issue with perspective why I try not to, or like you know I try to be sure of it. I would have a sketch beforehand, but I was like, let's do it all. Let's do the whole process together, right? But part of the struggle is like, you know, you gotta figure out which ones. Like, you can't really change the perspective once you have it. You have to change the entire drawing just to adjust it. And I remember struggling with that last time. Oh boy, chair, lines. Oh, okay. This works, this works. This is gonna turn out fine, right, chat? I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, this is gonna turn out terribly. Maybe it's because I'm excited, so I'm like, what if I don't want to lose that excitement, you know what I mean? I'm gonna move the chairs a little bit, but I want to get like a general idea of like the more even, kinda. I do want to keep this centered. And then I'll crop it if I need to as well. I think I'm at a point where, okay, I don't need to... I can make a ceiling lower, maybe. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let me lower it a little more. Because I could put something up here, but I'll have to take a look. Let me get off the symmetry tool. Tuning in to watch 57 go insane over perspective art. I'm just following the lines. This is not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm more worried about when I start doing organic features, specifically the mafialings. Like, I have to make sure they follow perspective too. But thank you. I wonder how many people found me and followed me because they saw that drawing, because I know that went pretty well. Especially the actual drawing of it was not as popular as the when I was showing work in progresses of it, which is so funny to me. But at least both of them went pretty well, pretty well. I'll figure out the lines. I don't know what to do with the window exactly, but I know this one. I want this to say window, because this is like kind of from my memory, right? I didn't do these with too much of a reference. I just kind of had it in my head, like, oh, this is what it kind of looks like. Oh, I kind of want to do this, right? But I never like all I knew is like I wanted this to look like a Filipino household. Like if you go into the Philippines and you look at the traditional houses, that was my plan. Did not know how the windows worked. They do not look like this, but they look similar. Does this art have a hidden gubby? Actually, you know what's really funny? It does. It does actually. It does. Oh my god. This is the one of the first few instances of where I couldn't figure out what to put in painting, so I put a gubby. There's your hidden gubby. I want to move one of the chairs back because I kind of want to have them standing. So the difference with here is I want to make it so it looks like one of them won. This is in the middle of the game, right? I want it to be a follow-up, but it's one of them winning. Why is it not showing the lines, please? I'm gonna have to do the tiles later. Okay. It's like the base of it. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, chat. I recently joined a Discord server because there's this one artist I follow and they have a server and I was like, okay, let's tune into it, you know? Maybe I can meet community and find other people there, and since it's a 16+ server, I don't have to worry about kids. I feel so intimidated because I look at the server list and I'm like, damn, these are people that I know and follow. I'm like a little intimidated. Ooh, some of these. Okay, wait, let me draw like a fine line through these and then let me just erase after because that'll help me set up the chairs more. I'll make these a little taller actually. We'll follow this guideline. You should make it where there's one tile missing because the gummy has eaten it! If I can figure out how to put that in, I could. Cause there's flores, which are like flower tiles, in Filipino rules, cause there's different rules for mahjong, right? In Filipino rules, they don't really use the flores. Lego mahjong. It all leads back to Lego. We'll do this, and then I'm gonna bring the chair like down a little bit. I'm gonna take my time with this drawing because I know it's gonna be a big one. Cause yeah, making perspective is like a long process. At the very least, I like it better. Okay, I don't know if it's just me. I like it better than 1 point perspective. I do not like 1 point perspective. Ooh, I think I messed up on the chairs a little bit here. This is why we do boxes, actually. Make the gubby morbidly obese and it fills the tile. Tiles are not that big! I'm gonna make one a gubby tile. How's that sound instead? And then this is the line. No, that's not the line there. The line goes up there. A small rectangular gub. Exactly, exactly. Isn't that so cute? I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit. I try not to zoom in my drawings as much anymore because I want to keep the full picture. That, and also, like, I don't want to draw things and then I have to crop it because it's too small. I do that a lot. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do a line here. Lines here for the floors. Not floors. I think all of the perspective drawings I've done were for commissions, actually, now that I think about it. I only did them for commissions. For, what do you call it? For any drawings that I did outside, because they took a while, I would do them off, like, off stream. That, and also, I'm always so worried about running out of storage. I don't know if anyone else has that fear, but I am so scared of running out of storage. I think that's because when I had my first phone, I did not have a lot of storage because I got hand-me-downs from my family. By the way, you know, I get why we have hand-me-downs. I do not like them, but that's simply because nothing felt like it was mine. So you know, like, they would not, like, you know, if you got like a hand-me-down of like a device or something, they wouldn't completely cleanse it. You'd have to figure out how to do it yourself, or if you didn't think about it at the time, because you were a kid, you wouldn't worry about it. Like, you wouldn't think about doing that. So yeah, I had a lot of like devices like that. I hope the chairs look right. If not, shh. Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that. Why can't I erase any? Oh. Okay, erase line. Okay. I will. Not gonna lie, I get it. My first actual not broken screen phone was when I'm 17. I'm so sorry. That sounds miserable. Like that, just getting hand-me-downs and then it's like a broken screen. They still have the storage. They still have photos from when they still had it. I'm so sorry. Also, happy late birthday. I know I said happy birthday to you, but I forgot to say it on stream last time. It was, the day, last stream, the day after was Corey's birthday. Despite still having a lot available, I'm still overly conscious of my computer storage. Me too. Like, I'm just so worried about it because it's like, I'm gonna run out of storage, but it's like, no, you're not. You have, like, I have a separate, like, storage system that I could store all of my stuff into, and yet I'm still scared. I think it's like, you know, like, cats, and this is gonna be like a weird example, but I swear it'll make sense for those of you who have experienced it, right? So you know, like, cats in hoarding situations, how, like, when you find them, when you take them out, they're still in places that are like, they still move in a way that are just like on the side, right? Like, they'll hug the walls, they'll hug the corners, and they'll try not to take up a lot of space, even though they have a lot of space accessible to them. That's how it feels. And I don't know if that's a weird comparison, but that's just how it feels, and I hope you guys, like, get what I'm trying to say. So Prototype 18 now. Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna change your name? I was half expecting you to come in here with Prototype 18. Birthday. I gifted them a Telemon drawing. And I really hope that they like it because I've never drawn Telemon, and I remember looking at this and I was like, oh god, this is gonna look like shit. This looks smaller. I'm gonna widen this, put it up here. Okay, the chairs look better. The chairs look better. Okay. We're getting somewhere, chat. Guys, we're doing it! By the way, I'm probably gonna have to move one of these. Isometrically warps into view. Hi, Alco, how are you doing? We're drawing the mafialing. You get to see Consigliere today. Oh, jingle jingle Consigliere. I was supposed to finish a comic about Consigliere today, and I didn't because I got a really bad headache. I'm okay, by the way. Yes, you get to see the different. I'm so oh, I'm excited, but I'm also really nervous. Okay, I'm gonna leave this as is because I don't want to worry about it too much. But hey, at least we don't. If you think about it, if we make the background nice like this, I don't have to worry about sketching. I just returned from a fruitful fighting session. Ooh. When you say fruitful, does that mean you won a lot? Okay. So, which one of them are winning? Which one of them should I let win? Fun fact. Okay, wait. For those of you here, you guys get to know the little details. I had a Filipino friend group. We called Boy Bawang. That's like a Filipino snack. Anyways, that's here. That's what this is. But also, I want to mention stuff in the mahjong tile specifically. It means I won 266.6 multiplier round. Jesus, okay, yeah, that is fruitful. Oh my god. So, what was I saying? Specifically here, if you look at the tiles, I made this very important, okay? When I made this, I specifically had it so it's like I know exactly what's going on. This is like 7 pairs. If you notice here, I'm gonna be a bit of a nerd, right? 1 pair, 2 pair, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically, he just needs 1 tile to win. Okay? He also has clean tiles here. There's no tiles unlike here, here, and here. Because he doesn't have any flores. When you're setting up, you discard your flores, but he didn't have any. In like our rules, that counts as money, so you get money from it. I wanted to show from the very beginning, because I had this thought for a very long time. Soldier is a lucky man. What's tenpai? What's tenpai? But yeah, the other things, there's a thing you can do with the tiles because they have a texture to them. You can actually feel the bottom of it and guess what tile you have. This is what Capo is doing right here. That's also what my dad does. That's what that's where I got it from, because he does that. He does that among a few other relatives. I do this. I do this where you can clearly separate which ones are together because it helps my brain. Oh, in Richi Mahjong, it's just ready hand, which is waiting for the... Oh, we just call it waiting! Ah. I love hearing different terms. Yeah, this is specifically like Filipino rules and terms. So like we've always just called it waiting. Oh, that's interesting. At some point I wanted to learn other rules, but I never really had the chance. I got put into a game where I had to play with a joker. Did not know how that worked, by the way. So I just had to figure that out. I wonder, okay, wait. Do I make it easy for myself and then just remake this where it's like, you know, it's clearly better than before? Or do I do that and make it even harder for myself. I could make Soldier lean back in his chair. You know how like Connie is like leaning back in his chair right now? I could make Soldier lean back where the chair is like this. I could do that. And it would look better dynamic. Just saying, it would look really cool. Just saying. Don't let me have these ideas. I gotta move this closer. I gotta move this closer because I can't keep referring back to it, back and forth. There we go. Wait a minute, Alco, you played mahjong? That chair looks like it'd be on the verge of tipping over. Exactly. I don't know if you guys have done this, but I've done that where I like tip it back and basically hold myself with like my foot right here. So basically I would hold my foot right here and then like lean back on it. And I would just kind of like go back and forth, rock back and forth. Have I fell? I don't remember. I don't remember. I think I might do side profile for this. Side profile, make him look that way. Yeah, I played Mahjong Soul, which is just the same thing, but with a lot more things that factor into scoring. Ah. Interesting, interesting. All I know is that, when we played with our cousins in California, oh my god. You gambled. Like, okay, every single thing we did was like 50 cents. Or like, not 50 cents. It was like a quarter. So, like, each win and then like a stack on is like 25 cents, right? No, their wins was like $1. So, yeah, money went around fast. And you actually wanted to win. Like, damn. I mean, it gave better incentive, but that was like full-on family gambling. Yeah, anyways, my dad, if I remember correctly, my dad won like, I think everyone had $20. So he won like $60. Would this be the same time or is this a rematch? I'd like to say this is either same time or rematch. I'd like to say it's in the same session, maybe. I'm more in my element for playing card games. Big two. Of course. I don't know why. Like, that's like my cousins. They like playing, what's Pusoy in English? Hold on, I gotta double check this. Have you ever played Pusoy English? What's Pusoy? Pusoy in English refers to Chinese poker. Pusoy dos refers to big two. Oh, big two. Okay, I see. Yeah, you would like my cousins actually, Alco. You would like my cousins because I think they played. I watched them play Pusoy dos, so they've been playing for a year. Yeah. Oh well, isn't that a coincidence? I know, right? Now if they've been playing for a year, I don't know. I was thinking about that actually, since it's like, oh, it's been a year. Do I age them all up, or do I just keep them the same age? Is it 13 cards starting and 2 is the biggest? I don't know if you know the rules. I don't remember. I don't know how to play Posoidos, but I think it is. All I remember is that when they played, so there's Pusoy and then there's Pusoy Dos, right? They said Pusoy Dos was harder. But I saw them play Pusoi, and it was like 3 cards up here. Then it was 5 here. 4, 5. And then another 5 down here. So yeah. If that looks familiar to you. I never really played cards, but I did want to learn like something, at least something with cards. You know, something to do with my hands. I think I might make the chairs taller. Okay, okay. I might actually make the chairs taller. We'll do that. I just remembered that I found you via this art work in progress. This is how you found me? Is this actually how you found me? I remember that was like several days worth too, because I didn't know how to do perspective, and I got so tired every single time. I don't remember how I found you! Oh my god. I remember just seeing us like follow each other, and I was like, I don't remember us following each other. Huh, that's really interesting. That's it. That's it. Yeah, it was the work in progress that popped up on my For You page, and then I asked you what was the game. Oh my god! It's all come back full circle. I love that. Should I allow Capo 1 ounce of happiness? Because I mean, like, okay, okay. Look, I made Capo Regime go through hell. I made him go through hell for having a shit father. Do I let him be happy and let him win one? I'm kind of tempted to do that. Let me figure out how to post this. Show him some love, damn. Look, I love him, but also like he's so doomed. He's actually like so doomed. I adjusted his scars. I think some people saw it in my story, but I adjusted his scars. So, oh, he doesn't even have it in this one. He doesn't have a scar in this one. So usually he, like face, right? Like, let's say that's his face. Usually he has one scar here. Yeah, I turned those into scratch marks. I adjusted it. It looks a lot worse. How do I flip down? Hold on. Oh my god, I have like I wish you guys could see my hands. I have like muscle memory on mahjong. Okay, if it's this. So the hands would be like this and then this and then down. So that means it would be thumb down and then that. There we go. Give him the whimsy in his life at least this once. Man screw up. Okay, wait, I don't know. Corey, did I ever tell you about his backstory? Did I tell you? Because I've been basically vague posting on my story about Capo and his dad. I feel like I've been vague posting about it. The cards would be over here. The tiles, I mean. Did he get scratched sometime between the game of the previous arc from now? And if so, what caused? He didn't get scratched from the, like, from this time period, he should have a scar. Because if this is the same time, right? This is all their current ages, and this is just updated. He's had that scar since he was like, I forgot there was a face here. He's had that scar since around when he was 20, and currently he's around 47. So it's been 20 years. The cause, an argument with his dad. Yeah. Though I never made that official during the time that I made this drawing. I will say I didn't make that lore until like after. Let me move him a little bit higher simply because wrong button. Simply because I want his shoulders. I want his like elbow up to be on the table. There you go. I'll probably bring the chairs higher actually now that I'm looking at this. Connie can be shorter, because no, not wrong Connie. There's two Connies! Oh my god. Something that I noticed when I was giving them nicknames. Contracty and Consigliere both have the word con. Like, both have con in them. And I didn't realize that until I was making the like, I made the nickname Connie for, Consigliere, and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I'll make the table shorter too. Yeah, we'll figure this out, chat. We'll figure this out together. We're already an hour in, and I'm struggling. If Consigliere stood up, he would be tall. Like, that tall, so therefore maybe around this tall. I think that's a relatively... Oh yeah, part of the reason why I was thinking of making Capo win this, fun fact, when I made this drawing, I did say Soldier was winning, right? You can't see his card, but I also thought it would be really funny if Capo just won. Because I've had games where it's like, you know, you just need one tile left. And then someone else wins. It hurts. It hurts. We'll do this forward, this one back a little more. I'm also gonna put this in a separate layer, simply because Contract D is just right there. And it's like, I don't want to accidentally merge the lines together somehow, because knowing me, I might. Cut, paste. Lower the opacity, and then we'll work with that. For a funny prank, swap Kappa shades for identical ones that are reflected. Hello? To see the tile. Honestly, that seems like something Soldier would do. Yeah. That's probably why Capo doesn't, like... Here's the thing. Capo's the one who taught every single one of them how to play. He's taught them all, specifically, especially Soldier. He would know not to do that! Unless you were able to get by him and somehow swap them out. I still find it funny that unlike Twitter, I've made a post and that blew up, and it was just like, oh yeah, I like to think Soldier and Chance are besties. You know what? This hand isn't that bad actually. I'm gonna have to make him lean down though for sure. I'm gonna make okay, wait. I'll make Contracty lean in more, I think, so that I can make them still visible because I still want him to be shown. We'll do this. This is the thing with dynamic poses. You have to make sure everyone's there. I think I'm setting myself up for a struggle. Is that okay? Chat, tell me it's gonna be okay. Tell me it's gonna be okay. Oh yeah, actually, when I was working on the comic, right? Because I'm working on a comic that involves Consigliere and Soldier. First off, I'm gonna reveal their names. Actually, I have names for them now. Everyone except for Capo. I'm still working on that, but I'm gonna reveal names. But also, what was the other thing? The more that I like drew out Consigliere, I was like, there's a lot of similarities with how I see him and like Mafioso, which is definitely intentional, but also partially not. Because when I looked at it, I was like, damn, they really are similar. I guess, especially when like Consigliere was like younger too, because they both have anger issues a little bit. Okay, chat. Do we make Soldier's chair lean back? I'm like debating it. I'm really debating it. So I'm gonna skip this song because I can't really hear myself think. Is this a new song? Do I know this one? I don't think I have listened to it yet, actually. Okay. Hmm. I'm like trying to think about it. I'm trying. Well, sort of, I think it's the same height. I think so. Same size. Oh yeah, chat. Before stream today, I told you I had a headache, right? And I wasn't feeling well. So I laid in bed. I'm scrolling on TikTok. Did not expect to see a Barbie movie fully like almost fully like uploaded. I watched a good chunk of it before stream. It was very entertaining. It was childhood. I can't think of how he would feel because it's like hmm. See, here's the thing. The way I see Soldier, he's like nonchalant in a way where he acts like he doesn't care. You know? Like both both Capo and Soldier. Capo in the sense of he doesn't really express anything, so you cannot tell what he's thinking. Soldier specifically, you cannot tell what he's thinking because that's how he wants it to be. So how do I really express that? I wanna give me STU's album, guys. Guys, this song is in the album. Guys. I'm normal. Chat, how do we feel about this so far? What do we think? Do we like the idea? It's so it's so strange in the comparison. They're gonna look so different. And I'm not gonna even fully see their faces, but it's okay. It's okay. I have to tell myself it's okay. Let's fix up the chairs now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Let me... So we have them in 2 separate spots. I actually did this last time too. Same way. Let's fix up the chairs. Let's do a different color. If this is backed up, I'm assuming it's gonna be around here. Let's use the lines. Oh yeah, also, I uploaded, like, what was it? I updated my straw page. So, like, I have, like, a little straw page, right? And I have that on my TikTok. I now put it on my Twitter, too, so that, like, it's accessible to anyone. But then I realized when I was replying to some, like, gimmicks, when I was replying to them, I was like, wait a minute. Which ones are the ones from TikTok? Which are the ones from Twitter? I can't tell. So now I have that problem. I don't know how to solve it. I don't know what should I do for it. I feel like I should leave like a little note saying, hey, can you like tell me which site you guys are from. If I do that, I can connect these lines together. If you think about it. Right? Because if I do that, it leans back a little bit. That's how a chair works, right, chat? I'm doing this right. What do we think? What do we think of this? Let's bring them back. I'm just worried if I remake this, it's gonna turn out worse than this. That's not gonna happen, right, chat? If it does, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say Oh, that and also their outfit designs are actually really different. It's Soldier, I think, has went through the most change. Soldier has went through the most change. Contracty the least. Consigliere has been relatively the same. With like a few things. Actually, he's been through a lot of changes too. But it's not as like, you know. Let me update their legs. Hard to beat, drunk beat. Also, chat. Okay. Remember the server that I said I was in? So I saw someone get on in the call. I like joining Discord calls, okay? So I saw them get on. They're like, okay, I'm gonna be drawing. And I thought, why not? I'll join. So I join. I listen to them. I'm just staying muted because I'm scared to talk. Okay? Um, They're playing Spotify. It's all good. We're chilling. We're having fun. Their Spotify plays ads. I have no problem with ads. But there was one ad that was like something. And oh no, I remember what it was. It was an ad with like a very flamboyant sounding man talking about Sarapus. Sarapus. And I still think about it because the ad played twice. Like, damn. Okay, no. Let me erase that. Have I been drawing on the wrong layer? No, I haven't. Okay, thank God. Let me adjust this, right? I was having a conversation with one of them. There's so many. I realized so many characters in Forsaken get infantilized. They're like, oh, they did nothing wrong. They're so sweet. That's a grown ass man. That's a people do that to Contracty actually because Contracty is like really cute, and I get it. But also remember that's a mafia man. That's a grown adult. Oh, they made this song, his cover of this song. I'm normal. Normal. I didn't hear. I either didn't hear. Wait, I either didn't understand the pronunciation or I've never heard of it before. Is it a good thing I haven't? What word? To be fair, my pronunciation is not the best. What word? The ad? Oh, no, it's therapist, not therapist. Therapist as in therapist. It was so weird. I don't even remember the context too. I was like zoning out, just like ads happen, I zone out. And then therapist brought me back. Also, this is really self-indulgent of me, but I'd like to say we consigliere. He's allowed to be dramatic and like, act all upset and stuff without like the mafialings telling him to calm down. Because I've had to deal with that and it sucks. Yeah, I never heard of it before. Honestly, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. I could not focus after that. This is probably not gonna be shown if yeah. Probably not gonna be shown. So I'm gonna do like a simple hand kinda. The way I draw hands is pretty much the same, unless like I have like a reference, but if I'm doing like a general hand shape. I'm gonna move this back actually. Knee down. Loki chat, I need to work on a lot of things. There's like stuff I need to work on, but I'm like so intimidated. Chat, I don't know if this is just me. How many of you guys also hate doing phone calls? Not phone calls with your friends. No, I mean like phone calls because you need to make an appointment. Because I swear every single time I've had to make like an appointment with someone or like for someone, it is like one of my worst experiences of the week. Because like I had to make an appointment for my younger sister. I call them. It takes a while. I'm like, okay, you know what? I can deal with the wait. I can calm down my nerves. I talk to them. And like the appointment, I couldn't make the appointment because the office was closed apparently. And I was like, "Oh, could you leave a message then so that they can call me back so that I don't have to call them again?" Right? And like, oh, not the therapist, the person behind the phone acted so like done with me, and I'm like, dude, I just wanna go. Never heard of anyone who enjoys phone calls, only hate. True. That reminds me, I need to contact my dentist for my appointment. Stop! That's what I was talking about! I had to contact my dentist for my sister's appointment. That's exactly what I was talking about. And then I need to contact the college because I need to, I have to do classes because apparently I don't have my prereqs. So I have to do prereq classes for, nursing. Fun. That's so fun. Guys, lag train, Miyasu lag train the cover. Oh, I'm so joyous. The more I think about Capo, he just experiences happiness like once a year. Once a year he experiences happiness. Because I remember I have made angst comics, right? I made only like one. Guess who it involved? Capo. And that is where I got my idea, simply because like I thought like, oh yeah, he would be devoted to like mafioso. And then when I made that comic, I was like, wait a minute, this could be taken as like a ship way. And I was like, wait a minute. So yeah, that one angst comic. Ooh. Luckily, I don't have to see that. I can just do the backs of the chairs. No, because like, why are phone calls so miserable though? Like, I genuinely just want to like get through it. And then like the person, I remember when I was like trying to find a psychiatrist to get diagnosed, right? And like phone calls were the most miserable thing doing it because I'll forget what to say, and then after that they'll act like, damn, who's this fuck on behind the phone? They're pissing me off, and it's like I get so sad. It makes my like it made my social anxiety so much worse. I remember back when I was working, I would not pick up the phone at all simply because it's like I don't want to do that. I don't know anything. So yeah, I got really nervous. Well, let me move the chair, actually. That's, like, too far. I don't know why I'm putting so much into the work of the chairs, chat. This is not gonna, most of this is not gonna be seen, as long as it looks okay. But I'm like, no, it needs to look really good. It needs to look really good. No, it doesn't! It does not. 57, stop putting yourself through this. For my sake, and it's me talking. I think that's better. And I'm gonna, like, look how low that chair is, right? Because I want it to be seen, but it's like, no, that wouldn't make sense. So I'm gonna bring that up. Okay. Let's see how this looks with everyone. I'm kind of excited. I'm getting excited again. Like, look how much more dynamic that is. You know? Like, it has more personality. It's not just them sitting around. Like, you can tell a little bit of a story, but this tells even more of a story. I'm glazing myself now. I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna hate myself later, okay? But we're gonna pretend that won't happen. Okay, let me erase the chairs. Because I think I redrew all of the chairs? Yeah, I did! Okay. So I went through all of that effort with the chairs just to erase them. Like, alright, 57. Actually, I have a better brush for this. Okay. The only thing I need to adjust here is add a wrong thing. I need to add a table chair, like table thing here. Table thing? I need to add a leg. That's the word. Okay, let's see how this looks without guidelines. Let's see. We're gonna take a long time. I feel like this might have to be a two-day stream. I'm nervous. It's fine. Let's add other details I have missed. Let me do some cleanup, question mark? And then we'll do these ones. I'm gonna lower this. And then we'll do... Yeah. And then we'll erase the back of these ones. And hopefully I won't regret this later. Like, I'm worried when I erase these, right? I'm gonna end up needing them later. But I also know I'm the type of artist that, like, kind of draws on top, so I technically will be fine. I have to remind myself that. How does that look? How does that look? Still gotta erase that. I almost forgot. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, the question is, do I draw on top of them for their details and accessories? I think I should. Because usually, you guys see me draw, right? Like, I just kind of draw on top, so however, like, I just kind of draw. But I might do it on a separate layer. I don't know why I should, though. I don't know. It's just like a safety net kind of thing, you know? Let me, Do we do anything? I'm gonna change the color of this real quick. I think that's main focus. Let's switch the color of this so it fits in. That, and also so I can reuse that blue. So we're gonna open another layer. And this is gonna be where we do the mahjong and we're gonna do the extra details. So last time we had like this kind of table thing. I think that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. I might bring it closer. What I could do is bring it closer so it goes here instead and ends off like this. We'll do the things later. We could have like a chandelier thing. I don't know what the light would be up here, you know? We'll put something here. We could put like a pretty light, honestly. Like one of those circular lights. Actually, now that I just drew a circle just because, right? But like we could have something like this. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if that would be a good light though, but we'll see. We have a ceiling now, so you know. We could also just like, you know, we could just do the old method of cropping it out. But it also looks like it's missing now. So we'll see, we'll see. The walls were made like that. I have a tab of like windows. Actually, yeah, chat, you guys want to know what the Filipino windows that I had in mind when I first made this? It was something like this. So whenever I talk about Filipino traditional houses, specifically the windows, this is what I'm talking about, and this is specifically, I think it's more during the Spanish colonization. So if it looks familiar, that's also probably why. But these ones are so pretty. And like, I'm really biased. I just feel like they would live in a, you know, traditional house. Just saying. Like, they're pretty, are they not? I say that like you guys are gonna disagree with me. You would not. You would not. We could do outside. So my only worry, like part of the reason why I wanted to do these windows is that I didn't have to render the background. Now I'm kind of worried, but honestly, I could just put it with a bunch of like greenery, right? I think I should be able to get away with that. We'll do that. How are we doing so far? How are we? I wonder if this is this is most likely slower than my usual drawings, aren't they? I did that up. We'll do that. That. We'll actually double it here. I think, yeah. We're gonna cover with this with curtains, by the way. That's it's gonna go to nowhere. It's okay. It's the process. That's all that matters. I'm trying to think, how do I want to fill the background? Because like you see these stuff here, right? How do I fill the sides? I had a coat hanger here, but I don't really want to keep that in there in the current design. I'm fine with these walls kind of staying like that. But what to add? You guys have any ideas? Someone's gonna say, add a fish, add a fish. I wonder if this is satisfying. Whenever I do these, like to right now, especially since it's just lined up, like this is especially more satisfying. Might do like a pillar here. Since I do have access to the ceiling. Yeah, a fishbowl would be cool, or maybe one on a plaque. The fish on the plaque! Like, you mean these ones, right? Where there's just like a fish here? Like, you know what's funny? In the old server, the old Minecraft server, right? Um, there was actually a fish plaque. And I made one, but I never got to show you guys because I don't think I ever streamed it ever since I made it. Add more consigliere, obviously. True. Actually, fun fact, these two lines, these two dots right here, this is like a sword holder, technically. I love this detail of like consigliere's sword having Don's initials. I hate them. I hate them. Frank, was it their name? We I never named it, unfortunately, but I'd like to say that was Frank. I'd like to say that was Frank. I might make the ceiling taller. Now that I look at it, like this feels like such a small room. Hmm. That one fish from Art Fight was referring to, not that. Ah, you're right. No, I was thinking of Frank the fucking fish too, but I also thought you were trying to. I'm still sad, Chad. They never commented. I made a last minute like attack on someone else, and they commented like was it a few days later? Like, yeah, they missed it for a while, but they eventually commented. Frank the fucking Fish's creator did not comment, and I'm a little sad about that. I'm a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, see, that looks more like it. Like, bigger room. Also, we have more space to do these, so actually I can just extend this real quick. Because this stays here, right? Erase this line. And this is thick at the bottom anyway, so we'll just do the lines there. Chat, are we cooking? I fear we might be. We'll do that. Item frame here. I had a plant here last time. Because I like this side. This side feels like it's missing something. I could hang a guitar. I could hang a guitar here. Fun fact, everyone... I'm not sure if Contracty actually. But basically, most of the mafialings know how to play guitar. The exception is Soldier, and I'm not sure about Contracty. I could put a guitar up there. Because this would be like a playroom, right? Kind of. What else is in there? You know, I made like a Bloxburg house, right? And I filled it with stuff, but now I can't remember what I put in there. If you don't know what Bloxburg is, it's like The Sims, except they're greedy. But The Sims is also greedy, so it's just like The Sims. I remember trying to make Nudette in The Sims. By the way, I made a really pretty house there. Yeah. I tried to make a house for the mafialings so that at least I have like an official design for it for reference. That did not work out well. At least this is looking a little more accurate. Let me erase this part. This is a pillar. I'm gonna add, chat, remind me to turn this square in particular into a circle. Other than that, I'm gonna... Been a while since I last heard of Bloxburg. Sometimes I get tempted to play, but then their greed, I look at their greed and I'm like, ah, never mind, actually. I have a house with my partner and our collective friend. Oh my god, we were supposed to... Okay, wait. So it's the three of us, right? So we're a friend group, right? We joke around because it's like, okay, our mutual friend is Contractee. I have a Consigliere cosplay, and my partner has Soldier. We joke around, we're like, oh, I wish we had like a capo. There's barely any Kappa cosplayers. I swear the mafialing cosplayers went extinct, and I get really sad thinking about it because where are you guys? Guys, come on, where are you guys? I'm really sad. I miss my cosplayers, and more importantly, I miss the people who would like joke around and roleplay too. Now all I see nowadays are people who whitewash Chan. And I wish I was kidding. There's like barely any places to roleplay, and I don't do it much anymore, but like I have a brother who does, and he's struggling, and you know, sometimes I just want to interact with people. I don't even need to roleplay. I just want to like hang out with people with same interests. I can't do that. I they changed the chat in Roblox. They did all of these things. I hate it. I'll keep this tree, I think. We'll do that. What else are we missing? I feel like there's something missing here. I could put bunnies, actually. Chat. My mafioso owns like 5 bunnies. I could put them in. I could put some of them in here. I could. I could also put a carpet down here too. I could put like some sort of like, you know? But it wouldn't be centered. That's my only issue. I guess I could put it like this, so then it would be further. I could put a carpet. Bunnies are peak, I get them. You have a bunny! I'm jealous. I love seeing your bunny on my, whenever I check stories. Okay, what if I did that? I think that'll be fine because as long as it passes the other chairs, then I think I will be okay with that. Because if it's like partially passing and not all the way, I would be really upset. Spade gives me side eyes every day. I love her. Oh. All right, Chance, give me your fucking rabbit. Give me your rabbit. Please. I miss my cat. I miss my cat. I miss my foster. I hope she's doing well right now. I haven't been able to foster because they're all like higher maintenance and I can't do that. That and also I got my sister's dog I have to watch over when September hits. But I've been seeing so many videos of cats and I'm like, oh, I miss them. Over my dead body. Fuck. Fuck. It's okay. I like to joke that I have like mutual custody with with my partner's cat because every time like okay, look, Korok's cat, every time I see her, I'm like, that's his daughter. But also, I want her to be my daughter too. I love her. Okay, wait. This is actually kind of chat. Let me hide this. Not gonna lie, it feels kind of finished, you know? Like it feels furnished, you know? I think I could continue. I think I could continue with this. I could also extend this all the way too. Now that I think about it, I could extend this all the way. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you this, but one of my relatives, when I went over to visit my relatives, right? One of them I found out really likes cats, and ever since he found out, he like he first bought me cat treats for my fosters, but then also he started approaching me more just to talk about cats, and I was like, that's so sweet. Because I don't talk to him much. I don't really talk to my relatives unless they start it. And it's like he clearly just wanted to talk about cats, and I was like, that's so sweet. Oh my god, that was the end of the album. We have to pick another song. God damn it. Oh man. Give me 1 second, chat. Where's my Filipino music? Shit, I've been listening to different. Mm, 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 mm. Let's go back. We'll play more relaxing. We'll play more music that fits this. I like to sing the mafialings singing this because I think that's really cute. Wala ka na. Okay, let's focus on detailing them. I'm gonna use a different layer, and I'm actually just gonna lower everyone else's opacity. This is so many lines. Can you, whenever I make lines like this, and I do drawings like this, and they're really messy, can you guys still understand what you're looking at, or does it just start getting confusing? Like, this is a genuine question. I'll let him be silly this time. Oh my god, there's so many factors that makes like comic writing so much longer. But one of the parts, there's like several, okay? If I don't have a script beforehand, that makes it longer. If the context of it and a lot of the drawings are more detailed, that's also part of it. Let me lower the opacity of this one. Yeah, it's this one. So, but another part is every time it's capo involved, I have to translate. I don't know if you guys understand. I am not fluent in Tagalog, so what I have to do is I have to translate English to Tagalog. I have to read it to make sure it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense or it seems too formal, I write it again. I have to do it over and over until I'm like, yeah, that sounds more right. I'm going through hell. Oh, my own hell that I created because I'm not fluent. Not gonna lie, I'm realizing how evil I am after drawing 5 crying Hansel. You're so evil, actually. 5? Corey, you are diabolical. Are you a masochist, perchance? No. Are you? Are you? I like seeing myself improve. I will go to hell because I love seeing improvement. That is what my That is what I like. I need to make their chests not big. That's Look at the difference already. They're not even done. No. I've also been drawing, I don't know, when I've been drawing Capo lately, he looks bigger. He looks older. And I love that. I don't know what I did. You know what sucks? I've been low-key what I want. Okay, I see there's a lot of Filipino Forsaken artists. Like if you look, there's a good amount. There's like 2 Filipino cosplayers that I know. And then like some of the artists I follow, they're also Filipino. I sometimes kind of wish that they like, you know, there's just a bit like I wish I could just talk in Tagalog. Okay. Or at least see them like tweet or something because most of them are English because you know if you want to go to the Philippines, you don't really need to know the language because the second language in Philippines is English. So you're fine. But also like I'd like to be able to, you know? Like I'd like to be able to interact. Why is no one, you know? I had Tagalog on my feed for some time. And then it went away and I got really sad after it went away. I was playing the song again. Maybe I won't repeat it. We'll do this. Like, I don't know, I feel like it would be nice to hear other people speaking it too. It was interesting actually, when I was like at my relatives, hearing a different dialect, it feels so weird because it's like you feel like you should know what they're saying, but you also don't. Because it's like there's similar words, but then it's like, what's that mean? Oh yeah, I can't forget his scar. Hold on, I gotta pull up the image for his scar because it's separate. Oh my god, I forgot I drew Soldier super cute. When is he not actually? I'm scrolling through like stuff to find it. I like to think Capo doesn't talk. I feel like the other mafialings don't ask Capo how he got his scars, like on his face. They never asked, so they never bothered to like. They never bothered to ask, so they never found out. When Contract T came along, I feel like he would ask, but also like assume, did you get into a fight with a bear? And I feel like Kappa would find that so amusing that he just lets Contract T believe that. And that's the story. Because like he doesn't like talking about it. That's also another reason why they haven't mentioned it. Look at him. He's happy for once in his life, guys. I'm so mean to him. I would have thought a fight with a cat. You know what? That makes sense too. He would take that as an answer. Anything is better than saying like, oh yeah, these are from a fight with my dad. So a fight with a cat, a fight with a bear, that's good enough. That's oh my god, getting scratches from a cat? Ow. Like, I'm remembering when, what was it? When Chimmy was here, right? Waking up every morning was low-key a nightmare because she was, like, in the mood to play. And she would pounce on me every morning and attack my hair. Like, my hair was a mess because of her. Look at him. Look at him, guys. I'd say he's cute. He's a grown-ass man. He's cute, though. He is cute. I don't know if I made his head too small, but honestly, I think that's fine. He is further away, after all. He's so silly. He is! Look! Besides the shit that he's dealt with, he's a silly guy. He's a silly guy, guys. I don't know if I want to keep it side profile. He's also, like, handsome. I'm not gonna lie. I want everyone to remember when I draw, like, okay, every single time I draw the mafialings and I'm like, oh, they're so handsome, they're so pretty. I remember, like, I think about their official designs and I'm like, damn, how did I come up with it? I don't know if I said this on stream, but fun fact, I've never actually had characters. Like, obviously, I used to be in Genshin, right? I used to be in, let me figure out how to do his face, hold on. Do I do side profile or 3/4? Um, don't underestimate artists who draw blocks. How do you think I felt when I made my Telemundo? True! True! My noob design? That's like Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so when I was into Genshin, the closest I had to like a character crush is like in immense gender envy. Kaya, I remember when I saw him for the first time, I was like, I like him, but in the way of like I want to be him. Okay? I was like that for a lot of characters. When other characters came out, I'm like, oh, I like them because I want to be like them. Or I thought them like I liked them because I thought they were cool, but never in the way because like I had a friend who was like, "Oh, this character's so hot." And then like in a technical sense, yeah, I agree. But like I never really liked them that way. I just agreed because I'm like, hyping you up. Yeah, this man is hot. Didn't really feel the same. We fell for the pretty Kaya gender. Exactly! Look, he is a pretty guy who had my skin tone, okay? When I saw, like, I barely see people back then with, like, my skin tone. When I saw him and I was like, oh my god, he's low-key like me, I actually really like him. He's also kinda cunty, I like that. Yeah. My ex hated him, by the way. um, so, yeah. Other characters, whenever they're like, oh, they're so pretty or anything, or like they'll like say things like, I would let this man do the most heinous things with me, right? People will say that. My friends would say that, and I'd be like, get it, girl. I believe in you. Yeah, yeah. I don't understand it myself, but like, but that's how it felt. And then, like, that lasted for years. Every friend that I met, like, I just never really got the appeal with Honkai Star Rail. It was exactly the same. The only exception was Kafka, but not even in the beginning, because like I thought Kafka was pretty. I loved her, but I never had the like really really intense attraction. The only reason I had it after some time was because of some shit that happened between me and my ex, and I got really attached to Kafka during that time. Okay. Fast forward, I meet Korok. He shows me Roblox games. He shows me the Block Tales. I see Griefer, and I see some of the characters in Block Tales, and I'm like, oh wait, when you say they're attractive, I can kind of see it actually. Like the way he appeals or like talks about characters made it appealing to me, where it's like I finally understood, and it was because he got me into Block Tales. I think that was the first game that we played that I was like, you know what? I actually understand the appeal. So you can blame me. Yeah, that's where it started. That's where it started. Not Genshin. Not where there's the conventionally attractive. No, the fucking blocks got me, guys. What if I do it this way? We'll do the eyebrows like that little curve, so it looks like they're like he's shocked. But yeah, yeah. And then after that, I remember he said that like, oh, I wanted to play Forsaken with you, right? But I don't know if you like it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I saw my younger sister play it. So like, we never played it at that time. But I saw my younger sister play it and I was like, huh, that's Forsaken. So I go back to Korok and I'm like, hey, remember you told me you wanted to play Forsaken? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I'm willing to try it because I saw my younger sister play it, and I was like, oh, he knows it too. We can all bond. I can bond with my sister. I can bond with Korok. He got me into Nudet. He got me into the Mafia-lings. Yeah. Never would I ever have thought it would end up like this. Why is he smiling? He'd be shocked actually. Like, genuinely, I thought Forsaken would be something where I'm, like, really attached to. It's like, I don't think it's the point of a hyperfixation. I don't think I've reached the point of hyperfixation, but, like, both the only times I have is, like, heat of normal, because I remember, like, I had to listen to the song at least several times a day, or else I low-key was just not okay. And then Yude. I don't think they're like hyperfixations, but like they're teetering that edge. Is this the right? This is the right. Oh yeah, I found out my younger sister still does the finger thing. Do any of you guys do the finger thing still with the left and right? I never got taught that, so I never did that actually. Yeah, my younger sister does that. Oh my god, sometimes she asks me for, like, she'll ask me questions. I do not understand it. And it's not because it's like, you know, I don't understand what she's talking about, but it's like, I don't understand how she wasn't taught this in school, and I don't know if that's just me or if that's just me being mean. Because sometimes she'll ask stuff about grammar. First off, I'm not good at English. Second, I feel like these are basic things you learn, but apparently not. Oh my god, chat. I saw someone make a post. Someone called this. Oh my god, thank you for just redeem. I will stretch. But someone called this song an anime song, an overrated anime song. Reminding you and myself too. Honestly, good thing. Anyone else watching stream, if you're lurking, make sure you guys stretch. This is your reminder. Also drink water. Mm. Yeah, thank you for the redeem. I will drink water. The good thing about taking meds and then they taste awful, because whenever I take meds, there's an aftertaste that lasts, and it's just like, it just sucks, right? So the good thing about that is that it makes me drink water because I want that taste gone. I'm currently refilling my water bottle, in fact. Perfect. It's like perfect timing. Oh my god, chat. I was in a okay, wait. So there's a game on Roblox that's like a spa, right? I like to take my Robloxians there and I like to spoil them, okay? I like to take my avatar and I like to spoil them. I will not take any criticism on that aspect, okay? I met someone, I saw an Elliot there and I was like, oh my god, Elliot. And I'm sitting there as Mafiosa and I'm thinking, oh, it'd be nice to interact. And like, we have like slow interactions, right? We were just kind of sitting around each other, acknowledging each other, but not really talking. Eventually, like, we start talking more. I see them reset and I look to see like, oh, maybe they left or something. No, they went to change their avatar. They switched to Chance and I was like, oh, no, 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 please no. Thankfully, I don't think they were implying any double fedora when they switched to Chance. Instead, they just kind of what do you call it? I think they just started to treat it like, oh, I hate Chance kind of thing. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. But also, like, god, the fear that I felt, because I'm like, I'm not, no, I just made friends with this guy. I don't want to. They tried to say something about my little pocket noob, and I was so ready to defend. I was so ready to defend my little critter. Does he look surprised enough? Does he look shocked enough? Look at him. He looks older. Look at this, right? He looks like he's actually in his 20s compared to here. Like, he looks really young. He actually looks like he's around in his 20s. Guys, I've improved so much. I don't know how I'm gonna show his face. I don't exactly know if I'm gonna show it, but I will be putting his hat on. Hi, Hyperball, how are you doing? We are currently redrawing my old drawings. I love just looking back at my old drawings and seeing how different they are. Like, I don't know, it's just so fun to me to see the drawings and I'm like, damn, I've improved so much. I'm doing good, that's good. Like, I was looking at my very first New Dead drawing and I was like, Noob was like very masculine when I first made them, I think. Or like Noob looked more boyish, at least compared to now. I've leaned into being more feminine ever since. Look at them, look, they're so different. Also, I found out, I looked at my other comics a long time ago. So there was one comic where it was the mafialings delivering flowers, specifically Capo and Consigliere, right? They delivered flowers to Noob, and it was like a bunch of them. Like, it was a heavy two-man task for one bouquet. That's how big it was. They bring it over, and they're like, Boss wanted to give you this. Leaving it at their doorstep, Noob asks, Are you gonna bring it in? And Consigliere's like, No. I forgot how much of a little shit I made him when I forgot. Consigliere was always a little shit. I love him for that. My mom just came in and told me I need a diagnosis for ADHD and left my room. What that mean? Hello? Are you sure you need a diagnosis? I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, I think she's trying to tell me something. That's such an interesting. That reminds me, she forgot about this, by the way. My mom one time went to my room, I think. No, she went to me in the middle of my class during COVID. So it was like online school. She walked up to me. No, she didn't even walk up to me. She yelled from across this hallway, "Are you trans?" Me not being out yet. I was like, "What? Hold on, I'm in the middle of class." Yeah, so she forgot that happened. Imagine asking your kid in the middle of class, "Are you trans?" My sister, who's a licensed doctor, told me I have ADHD. 5 of my friends told me I have ADHD, and so does my counselor. I think there's something. I don't know, though. I don't know, man. I think you have ADHD. I don't know, though. I also am diagnosed with ADHD, and I say you have it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know if it's I don't know if I'm considered diagnosed. If I'm taking one, I'm taking meds for ADHD. Two, my psychiatrist says I do, but we don't have it written down. I don't know if that counts. Can someone, like, confirm that? It's interesting that you have a sister who's a licensed doctor who also told you, because I think that should be a very, very clear sign at that point. You gotta love being peer-reviewed, you know? Oh yeah, fun fact about Connie's design. I adjusted it because I didn't want mafioso. I was struggling with mafioso's hair, but when I finalized his hair design and Consigliere's, I made two things specific. If you look at their designs now, they're ponytails. So mafioso's is kind of like a really low ponytail. It's like this, right? And then there's like a little ponytail right here. Bunny tail, foxtail. Speaking of foxtail, I gotta add that. She diagnosed me with at least 5 mental disorders now, so I'm scared. I think I don't know, man. You might have 5 mental disorders. Is one of them autism? I don't know you that well, so I can't guess. I can't say the other ones. I can't. You know, actually, that reminds me. Freak. What do you mean, freak? That reminds me. When, like, me and Korok talk about mental health sometimes, I feel like so he has diagnosis for stuff. I'm not gonna go into detail because that's his information, right? But also he's peer reviewed me so much that I'm like, huh. It'd be really funny if my psychiatrist, like, if I talk to my psychiatrist and they're like, yeah, actually, we're doing testing. Yeah, here's some more stuff you have that isn't just ADHD. I'm like really scared of that happening. Not even like scared per se, but it's like, oh damn, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this either. Which is really funny because I've had my older sisters like, don't say you have like a mental disorder because you're gonna like manifest it, or like, don't say that you do. I don't think she knows that, like, I feel like it's obvious. I've been diagnosed with 4, which I thought was quite a few. Damn. I need to I think I've been diagnosed with 3. And I think it's like anxiety, like it was generalized anxiety disorder, and it was generalized anxiety disorder, and this is the wrong vest. Fun fact, the consiglier's vest is different than the others. They're all a little different in their own way, but his is more distinct from the back because it's backless. um Generalized anxiety disorder, depression, and I believe currently like is ADHD from the psychiatrist, but I also need to talk to another person to see if maybe I also have autism, because I have a feeling I might. I don't know, just a feeling. The more I project onto mafioso, the more I'm like, maybe I am autistic. And I would honestly check it out, but like I want to get it like figured out because I want to know if I do or don't, because I don't really care the answer. Yeah. I've just been peer reviewed enough. I just need a confirmation. Oh my god, you know what's something Chat, I feel like people are a little crazy sometimes, and I say that because some of the things people say are like really concerning, because it's like, why do you think that? My mother told me once, I think you made yourself have ADHD because it wasn't prevalent before. So she basically said that I chose to have ADHD. She didn't mean it like that, but that's how it came across. I English isn't her first language, but like I feel like there were way better ways to say that. Yeah, I know, right? She really said I had a choice. Like, damn, if I had a choice, I would be the healthiest person. I would be in college right now. Why would you choose to struggle? Exactly. If I had a choice, I would be perfectly mentally healthy. I would not have any sort of trauma, and I would be in college right now studying, and I would have already graduated by now and become a nurse. But no, I struggle, hence why I have not done that, and I took a gap year for 2 years. Like, damn, if it was that easy, I would have chosen the better options. Like, I'm not dumb. I think it's like this. Yeah, no, a lot of her takes are very, like, she's very, I'll be honest, she's pretty ableist. Which is also why I'm very aware that I have, like, internalized ableism still, and I need to work on that. But god, I remember when I told her, hey, I think I might have ADHD. I didn't say that I had it. I said I think I might because I want to get it checked out. She's like, you don't have ADHD. You're not hyper. By the way, chat, I'm pretty sure I was. First off, we all know just because you're not hyper, right, doesn't mean you don't have it. Second, I kind of was hyper. The only reason it didn't really show is because I was drawing and I was getting it out of, like, through that process, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Because if you met me with my friends when I was a kid, like, I was, yeah. But, like, since I drew a lot, like, you know, all my energy went there. Oh, yeah, look how fancy he is, by the way. He's so fancy. I'm gonna make him even fancier. Look at his pants. I feel like I should make a video. I'm gonna monetize my suffering and my childhood. I'm gonna monetize it and I'm gonna tell people about my experience of having shitty relationships when I was 13 and like family. Fancy pants. He is a fancy pants. I don't know if I ever said this. He grew up rich before he lost everything, actually. So he is a little bit fancier than the other boys, and they have made fun of him for that. I feel like it kind of shows, even though like he was on the streets for a few years, right? And even after, like he still has habits. He still has habits that's been engraved like to him. He's like he's my fancy man. He's my fancy man who goes through hell because every time I go through hell, I go down, he goes down with me. I'm imagining him with that laughing ball. Would you believe me if I thought about animating him with that? That's him. That's him. That's so him. Yeah, I was thinking of animating him and then having it like I forgot which ones it was gonna be. I think Contractee and Soldier mainly. I think those were gonna be the other two. I wanted to animate them with a lot of things. Honestly, Consigliere with a lot of like cunty music. We go so well together. I should make his legs bigger. Like, Soldier is clearly, for body types, by the way, these two are very clearly, like, I want to draw them so that they're more, like, muscular or, like, buff in some sort of way. Where's this? Is that the chair? Oh, that's the chair. Anyways, yeah, so they're more noticeably, like, buff. Consigliere has a bit of a sleeper build, and then Contractee's building up there. I think I just drew a prototype into the Naked and Afraid What? Hold on, what do you mean naked and afraid prompt? Wait, I need context. I need a bit of context. Race here, belt here. I've been trying to add belts into their designs more. Does he have the same pose as before? He does! It's just more like... Oh, soldier, you will never change. They don't have clothes in the facility and they're trying their best to protect Hansel and then they get shot in the head. They could have... I think he did. I guess shot in the head. I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. It's you're writing it. You're writing it, and you're the like the monarch of angst. Oh, little gubby. You guys are so silly. Look at them. Look at the difference. Hold on. I wanna like pause this real quick before. No, you know what? I'll finish Soldier first before we compare. Oh, fun fact about Soldier, his face is a little more flat than others. They all have different facial features. I never really thought much about contractees besides his eyes, but everyone has like specific features, especially Capo and Soldier are the most distinct, I think. Oh my god, hi Rin! The gummies have summoned. I wanna make him laugh at... I feel like he laughs at Consigliere, but since they're close friends, I'd like to say that they're best friends. Connie lets it slide. I want to turn him a little bit. I want to turn him to look, simply because I want to show their faces. I don't want to, like, hide it too much. Imagine I redraw this every year. Also, thank you for the redeem. I will drink water. Oh. I love drawing Soldier's face so much. Like, look at his eyes. I love it so much. He has, like, really distinct features. Like, you know, his nose is a little smaller, more like a cat's nose. He has a cleft lip, and his eyes are small and a little closer together. Like, he's definitely changed a lot. I need to keep his mysterious. He's so, like... That's him, guys! You know, just add a little bit of... I'm making... I'm assuming that's Canyon in a video game right now, and I don't know whether the two rivers in it should combine into a bigger one or if they should split off from a larger one. Do you have, like... Is there any, like, lore to it? Because sometimes, like, you could have, like, maybe, like, a lore reason, or maybe there's, like, something in the game that has, like, a... that would help? I'm not sure. Or you can also, you know, easier answer, you could also just flip a coin. That's what my partner always says. No lore? Okay. What's the video game, if I may ask? What's the video game about? Because technically, it could be either way. two rivers that combine into a bigger one or split off from a larger one. Like, it could be either way, it's just like the placement. And like, if you turn the map around, technically, it, you know, it's a matter of perspective or whatever people say. Oh, look at him. He looks so different. He looks so whimsical. He's aura farming, guys. Tell me why Soldier has more aura than a fucking Eon from Honkai Star Rail. And I'm specifically talking about Nanook. Okay, I want to do comparison. I want to do comparison because those make me so joyous. Okay. Look at that. Like, if I take this, make it big, right? And then like, they're so different now. And you could tell, like, I feel like, you know. I don't know, I'm just really proud of myself. Like, look at them. They're like more. They look older. I'm like really happy with that. Jurassic World Evolution 3, you build your own Jurassic. Oh. I guess it'd be a larger one that fits since probably easier for the source of the river. True. I think I'm gonna flip a coin. Honestly, I think that's your best bet. Because, like, if there's no context behind it, it might just be best to flip a coin and figure it out there. I'm actually really proud of myself. Look at them! Look at them! I'm so joyous. Sana, sana naman na, gamble it. Put everything into a gamble. All in. Oh, it looks even cleaner. Oh, look at them! Oh my god. They all look older! I'm sorry, I cannot get over that. Something that bothers me is, like, I kinda don't like when, people draw the mafialings and they look like teenagers. Or they're all in their 20s. So I'm very biased whenever people draw them older or have variety. So I don't want to do that for myself, so it just makes me really happy to see this, you know? I forgot to add their feet. Okay, it's a large river splitting into two small ones. Hooray! Huzzah! Wait, I can legally gamble now. Oh my god. I thought you had to be 21. Is it different in other states? I thought you had to be... thought you had to be 21. You're legal. You're legal now. Hey, ball, but it's just a yes or no would be like a coin. True. Minesweeper, oh! there you go. I also want everyone to know that Contractee wears sneakers. He doesn't wear fancy shoes. He just wears fucking sneakers. Minesweeper answer. I also thought it was 21. Generally, it is 21, but in some local venues and casinos allow 18-year-old as a minimum age. That I don't know how I feel about that. That seems like the shit that the mafia would pull to get younger people to play games. That and also like here's the thing. Are those casinos also smoke free? Because if not, then like I feel like that's just bullshit. Because it's like, you know, you're still gonna be around people who smoke. I don't know. I never really got the appeal on gambling that much when like in actual casinos. But that's also because it's like, that's also because I don't want to lose my money, and I'm a little, yeah, I don't want to lose my money. I didn't know that it was legal for casinos to do that. Like that just sounds like illegal stuff that like they would do underground, you know? The earlier you can get them to go in debt to gamble, the more interest you can rack up. True, true. Also, yes, I do have a Discord server. I think it's a link. I don't think I have a like an. I don't think I have a command for it, but I think if you just look in my links, you're able to see it. Someone can verify that. There we go. Oh, look at that! Oh, I'm so happy. I'll check. Alright. If it's not there, I'm so sorry. If it's not a command, like, honestly, one of you guys can send the link in this, on here. I don't mind. I'm so happy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at them. Okay, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's work on the background a little bit. I'm allowed to be proud of myself every now and then because I deserve joy and whimsy in my life. I know it's on your Twitch profile page, but the command is taking a while for me to load. Evil. They don't want you to see the commands. I gotta add a command for lurk. I don't think I have one there, but I want to make sure that you guys are able to just like send a lurk message so that, because you know, some of you guys lurk, and I think that's fair. I think that's nice. The only face we can't see is Consigliere, but it's okay. I draw him a lot anyway. Found it! Yay! If it, imagine it went like, it expired. Lurk is a command, but not a Discord. Oh, lurk is a command! I didn't know! I guess people don't use it that much. I didn't know lurk was a command. I will add the Discord as a command soon. Yeah, I'll update that on my, like, title. So I'll make the background cleaner. I'll clean up the background. And then we can start, I think we can start adding extra details too. Oh, they make me so happy. That's the most fun about drawing, just seeing the improvement, you know? Actually, now that I'm thinking about the lurk command, did I put that like a... That feels like a message I put manually, but I actually don't remember. And I can't even ask you guys because I don't remember, and I never told you guys about it either. Okay, that's that. That part's erased. I need to add the parts, the other parts. I'm gonna edit the... I'm gonna edit the lines. So I'm gonna edit the chairs a little bit to be more proper. And then we can, like, fix up the background a little more. I also need to make the chairs look like this. So I gotta keep that in mind too. Hello, BG. How are you doing today? Oh god, we have the same pronoun joke. Oh my god! No shot! Wait. You can't be No! Where are you? Oh my god, that's so funny. That's actually really funny. I finished watching a movie called Weapons. It was Ooh, what is it about? Let me manually put you guys in the roles. Chimchulings, because I have not updated that. I don't know if Alco's still here, but can you update Carbot, please? All in. Also, I've noticed it for a while, but I assume there is some setting to turn off in the server joining notifications, though. I think I turned it off, unless you guys are able to wait. I think I turned it off. I don't remember if I turned it off or it's like naturally just like kind of stopped on its own. But I gotta turn off the welcome to. I gotta close that because it's not really needed. But yeah, no, I forgot about the all-in thing until recently because I forget I put my pronouns on there. For a while, I actually put my proper pronouns whenever I changed it. Eventually, because of chance, I switched it to all-in. And I always forget until someone reminds me. Did not expect us to have the same pronouns, but I mean, your chance, like, you know, your chance. It makes sense. It's a mix of horror and action. I can't tell you much about it though without giving spoiler. Ooh. Like, I thought it was a per user thing that I didn't know about. Honestly, that's fair. I remember, I think you said that you made a Discord, because of Edge, right? Because I don't think you had a Discord before that. So, like, that makes sense. Na, na. Oh no, okay. I had it a year ago. I'm crying. You had it a year ago. I think I've had it for like. I think I've also had it around a year ago. Damn. Tomorrow's my 1 year anniversary. Oh my god. Your account is 1 year old. You're the youngest person ever. We gotta celebrate. We gotta throw a little birthday for your account. How old are you? You are the youngest person ever. I remember like Korok and I rage baited a kid, mainly him, but we rage baited a kid through that because the kid was also pissing me off. So I think it was fair game. I don't know, guys. Happy birthday, Silvermane. Happy birthday. Birthday. Happy birthday. I think this, we erase that. We put this. And we solidify this line. I have to remember which lines are this. Ooh, this is a struggle. Why did I do this to myself? Oh my god, why did I do this to myself? Okay, that forward. Happy birthday, who the fuck is Daniel? I'm sorry, who's Daniel? Let's do remove snap to guidelines so then I can do this. There we go, that's more like it. And then we can officialize these lines here. Probably some reference I think I've heard before. Perhaps. Every time someone mentions Daniel, I get flashbacks. I'm kidding, by the way. I don't take it that seriously. We'll do that. We'll curve it that way. We'll do that. And I think that should hopefully look fine. I think that's what's bothering me about this one. I think that's... This is what I get for trying to make a chair go in the back. I need to keep those lines there, and then these lines here. It was a cringy happy birthday song a while ago. I don't remember that. Take this profile picture as your gift. Use it anywhere, even if the stairs never stop. Okay, what? That sounds familiar. That sounds like a weird core game. Like, it sounds like it's from that. Are you referencing anything in particular? Or did you actually send a profile picture? That'd be even better. Did you really think I let this day pass quietly? I feel like I know this reference! Wait, what is this referencing? Fuck! I don't know. Hi, Gorok! Okay, chairs are good. Let me... There you go. Oh, I gotta add this too. Gotta make it extra nice and neat. Okay. We have to do the tiles now! Oh my god, okay. It's okay, chat. We got this! I don't got this! I'm nervous. The song's really good, but it also has a curse word, so I can't sing it around my family. Because they're gonna be like, where'd you learn that? I don't know, I have friends. I have Filipino friends. They'll teach me that. 57 plays Mafia Boss Simulator on the Nintendo Switch. You know, if you just ended 57 Plays Mafia Boss Simulator and set on Roblox, I would have told you I was tempted at some point to do that. I have been very tempted to play Mafia games, but I feel like I'm gonna get bullied for my bunny ears. Don't descend into madness. You're talking to a person who's made um, their whole thing Alice in Wonderland. Are you sure you want to ask that? Are you sure you don't? Are you sure you're saying that to me? Level 1 grunt versus level 57 mafioso. I remember trying to play a game that was similar to Mafia, or at least like it was very much on the streets gangs that you could have. Uh Yeah, I'm not fit for that life. Look, I'm a very passive person. The only reason I've gotten more aggressive over the years is because evil and hatred and my exes. How insane of you! Me too. Twins. Also, I will drink water. Thank you for the redeem. Ow. Okay, how do I make this into a circle? It worked! I could turn this into a clock. Back to the corner where first saw you. Oh my god. This reminds me of my sister. Clock. Clock. The clock is ticking. 2, 3. I just said 2, that's 12. 3, 6, and then that's 9. And then... As if one day you wake up and find that you're missing me, and you just start to wonder on this earth I could be. We could have a tiny thing for the seconds. We'll do... There you go. 33 lemons, a healthy looking chicken, and a dozen free range eggs. What? What? If you squint really hard until you only see black, you can see the clockwork dimension! I wish I knew more about the Roblox admins. I only know about the immense research that I did on the Mafia. Yeah. Oh my god, I have an idea. I have an idea. One day you wake up and find that you're missing me, and your heart starts to wonder where on this earth I could be. And you come back and you start with me, and you see me running for you. Okay, trust. Look, it's like a shelf, right? You cannot tell me the mafialings have not put bunnies. Does 57 eat lemons or limes? Yes. Yes. I as I as a kid would eat lemons just by itself. Limes I didn't like so much, but yeah. I had a hyperfixation Telemon when I was 8, and he never left, so the Roblox admins also became one of them. You know what? That's fair. I find it so surprising you've had it that long. Because I've never had something last that long, usually. I could be wrong, but 12. Did I do it wrong? 12, 3, 2, 3, 9, 2, 6 is not a great clock numbering system. 1, 2, 3. Fuck! I see. I see what I did wrong. Thank you. Thank you. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're good. It looks like a mochi good. Good. I too eat raw lemon raw when younger. It's good. And if you're sick, if you have like a spoon of honey and then you put lemon and then you just eat that, just a spoonful of it, it'll help your throat because it always helped mine. And if you want to drink it, you can just put honey and lemon together and put warm water. And then that it basically tastes like lemonade and it's good for your throat. I too am a lemon. I too am a lemon. Oh, this song specifically? This? I feel like this is a song that Capo and Mafiosa like. This is songs that my dad likes and he's around our age, so. Makeshift lemonade? I feel like that sounds like you're implying you're going to turn Rainix into lemonade. Oh wait, no, you were talking about my concoction. I'm just, my bad. I think I just accused you of something. I accused you of making Rainix into a lemonade. Just juice Rainix, not even justice. Juice Rainix for lemonade. Do not do that to her. No, the honey. Yeah, I figured that out a little bit later. My bad, Silvamine. Now, Corey on the other hand. Oh my god. Look at them, looking happy together. Okay, I gotta do the tiles. Let's see how to do this. So we gotta have his winning card here, and I have to remember this is 16. Aking ka na lang, aking ka na lang, puso mo. I think I did this wrong. Hold on. I'm innocent? Like I believe that. 1, 2, wait, okay, how do I split this properly? 2, 4, 6. No, that's 2, 4, 8. And that should be 16, right? Did I do the math right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah! I'm so smart. I've never made anyone cry totally. I don't know about that, man. Should have /J or /S then. Garfield, tell me if you're /J or /SRS. Also, I will stretch. Thank you for the redeem. I'm gonna give him a few. We'll do that. There's his, and then we gotta do the line in the middle, because that's that. I can't get over how they look. Oh, guys, I've improved. I've improved. He actually looks a lot similar. Like, honestly, whenever I look at this capo, I'm like, he doesn't look like the capo I draw now. But they do look similar. Like, I feel like I haven't changed it that much. He just looks older. That's it. At least with the other one. So this one's a mean one I have to make sure, right? The other ones I can like cheat and it doesn't have to be 16. It doesn't matter. Waiting for you to call. No one's gonna pay attention, right, chat? If anyone does, send them to the dungeon. Nah, there's no dungeon. Crazy for you. Unfortunately, I have to do this for soldier. Fuck. Okay. Wait, I can make this exact song thing you that thanks. Elaborate. 4, 8. Hold on. 4. I feel like I'm doing that wrong. There we go. No, that's wrong. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What? How did I mess that up? Fuck. Did there used to be intention until it changed escape by eating it? No! No, no. Not true. Mafiosa cut in contact with Noob and nobody knows I'm waiting for you to call. You're right. You're right. I wish I could say you're wrong. I wish I could say you're wrong. You're right. You evil. You evil, evil. You evil, evil day. I'm gonna make this longer. Oh, I'll do it like this. Actually, that's okay. Split like this because that's gonna be easier. That's 4, 8, and everything half. That's why this one's easier. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Someone didn't do the lines right. Cough, cough, hint, hint. Definitely not me, the artist of this. Couldn't be me. This is supposed to be straight up! Fuck! Evil Day strikes again, yeah. How dare you? How dare you, man? So this is supposed to be straight up, actually. in which your tiles are supposed to be up. I messed up. I have to erase all these lines. Oh my god. There we go. I thought you were intentionally. Look, that's what I was planning, but then I was like, wait a minute, these are supposed to be straight up. The only reason these ones are flat is because he unveiled them. He won. It's okay, 57. No, we know you can't draw straight. You can't draw straight either! 2 minute. Oh my god. There's only 2 minutes. There's only 2 minutes of stream and we haven't finished it. We're saving this for next time too. You guys are gonna see me finish this. So next stream, we're also gonna do a drawing stream, and it's gonna be this. Also, hi, Ari. Are you kidding? Wow, 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 wow. Alright, I'm pulling it up. Fine. One Minesweeper. Damn. Damn. Did it show up? It shows up? Sub-minute sweeper speedrun? I'm not that goated. I'm not that goated. Yeah, I blame you guys. Can't believe you guys. And we have more people. Guys, I'm supposed to be drawing. Oh boy, I wish we have a nice drawing stream today. Nah, Minesweeper. It's lagging so bad. What if I killed someone? No, 57, don't say that. You shouldn't say that anymore. Please. Cool streamers play Minesweeper? Damn, you're right. You're right, because one of my favorite streamers have played Minesweeper. He learned it because of a fucking FNAF game. We know exactly who I'm talking about. Please, please. I'm like scared of it lagging and ruining things. That's what I'm really scared of right now. 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. The numbers, speedrun. I got this. If my heart is pure, I will win this. This is a ploy for me to stream longer, and I know it. I know you guys. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, da, 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 da. I just started singing. My foot is falling asleep! 140! That's fine. Due to Gubby causing the laggy 7, I think so. The manslaughter allegations for 57 is never back down. This is what I get for being. This is what I get for having mafioso allegations too. I'm so cooked. You really redeemed a highlight that just says chicken butt? What if we got like we gotta time you out. Okay. Okay, so we're finally done. This is where we ended off. So here's the comparison, okay? Let me turn this thing off just so that you guys can see it better. The comparison, this is what we're starting off. This is what we're doing. Okay? Cute. Beautiful. This is where we're at now. Do you guys see the improvement, please? Banned! No, but chicken butt! Banned. Exiled from Wonderland for good. Exactly. Exactly. I'm with Rainix on this. Guys, I genuinely think I improved. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with this. Like, look at them! You can see their differences, too! They're, like, more, like, unique. Eats? No! Anyways, I'm gonna screenshot this for myself. Okay. Time to let you guys loose. Time to set you all free. Go, my chimchulings. Go to places. Don't know where, but go to places. Okay. But yeah, I will end it here. It's all save some for the rest of us. Links to art. I like how their characters show. I'm really glad. This music's really loud. No, Gorg, don't be sad. Okay. I'm gonna. No, guys, don't be sad. Okay, anyways, we're gonna continue this next time. We're gonna be coloring it and then adding all the little details. Do not let me forget to do the tiles, okay? Those are very important to me. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. Make sure you guys drink water. Yeah, that's it. Take care!